If you're not born in a place of war or economic ruin, if your body isn't riddled with illnesses, if your home is a place you can leave in the morning and return to without fear, in the very moment childhood ends, the world turns to you and asks you a notion far too large. You're expected to know what you want to do for the rest of your life. How is that fair in the slightest? At least in America, when that high school diploma reaches your hands sometime in spring or summer as an 18-year-old, and in my case, if you have a late birthday, 17, you're already behind. Applying for colleges and scholarships should have started October the year prior while you were in high school. You should have figured out your job, the degree you aim for, the major, if you want to minor in anything, the college, the cost efficiency, how you'll pay for the classes. Matter of fact, you should have planned this out October prior to that year while studying for SATs, because some college classes have certain score requirements, so you should have known what you wanted to do for the rest of your life when you're around 15 to 16 years old. Okay, deep breaths. Otherwise, thinking about all this is gonna give me a heart attack. I never knew what I wanted to do. In fact, I enrolled into a university and stressed out all the way until December, the end of the year, before finally declaring a major. You wanna know what I had listed at first? Exploratory communications. May as well rob me at that point, bro. I must be begging for debt. The stress of figuring out my entire livelihood was unreal. I'm in my third year of college now, and I'm starting my second semester this winter as an IT engineering major, graduating on time. I've traveled far enough to win a few battles and lose others, and I can tell you this plainly. It doesn't stop. It's not like high school where you just take a class. Not all professors, but some will suck the life out of you. Hit up Rate My Professor and read basically war notes. Students warning you to get out while you still can. This professor for the course stabbed me 6 times, initiated me to the cartel, had me murder my family, and signed me up for the Squid Game. I watched all my loved ones die for a total grade of a C-. What? And then you check and it's the only available required class that if you don't take, you'll never graduate. You'll waste all your money and disappoint your ancestors. Not only that, but enrolling for the next semester classes and scholarships are also done months prior. So there's still that sorry, you should have planned earlier feeling. I'm gonna sort of break down how I decided on a career path. That way you can sort of investigate your own, because unfortunately not everyone gets windows of opportunities open for them. Sometimes we live and die no matter how much hard work you put in. You can work twice as hard as someone else and still have less, while another works half as much and receives more than you can ever imagine. Effort matters, yes, but so do the windows that open and the courage to step through them. Sometimes it's not about how hard you work, it's about the windows that are presented to you. So watching this video, then you were like me. You don't have a career path idea. No one dreams of labor, and growing up what you wanted to do, like play with friends, isn't achievable with monetization. We dreamed of freedom, of time, being happy without worrying about one bad month ruining us. So when it came time for me to choose, I didn't look for a dream job. I looked for leverage. Coming from a family of immigrants who built something out of nothing, I knew one thing. I didn't want to gamble stability. I'm in a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and you want me to stay broke? I looked at the safe options: doctor, lawyer, engineer, with a bad taste in my mouth. Then I asked myself one question: which one lets me keep my life? That's how I landed in IT. I thought of software/cloud engineering, how I can make a living from home. It pays well, doesn't demand my soul, and gives me the energy after work to actually live. I can work a 9 to 5, go play basketball, hit the gym, and still have space to build something on the side. I can donate money back to the needy and maybe volunteer at a soup kitchen. That's the part no one tells you. Your first career choice does not need to be forever. It simply must not become a cage. We're told to follow our passion, but sometimes wisdom lies in choosing something you can endure, something that quietly funds the life you actually want. So if you feel behind, confused, or as though everyone else received instructions you somehow missed, take comfort in this: you're not late. You are human. You do not need to know what you will do forever. You only need to choose something that gives your future self room to breathe. Careers change, twist, and wander, but freedom is worth planning for. Start by thinking not only about what you enjoy, but about what you are capable of becoming. Not the easy things, not the things that come naturally, but the things that take time and effort. Maybe you hate math, but you can learn it if it means safety, shelter, and peace. Maybe the path isn't lovely at first, but it leads somewhere livable. And sometimes that is how you figure life out. Think about it this way: some of the richest people or most successful people didn't get there by following a perfect childhood dream. They noticed small opportunities other people overlooked and stepped through windows that happened to be open. Take Mike Rigby, for instance. He was in college, and in 2014, he turned something as random as tumbleweeds into a business, selling them for up to $40 each. First thought by his fellow classmates was, no way someone would pay for this. But Hollywood movies had a use for it. Or consider professional noses. Yes, People who are paid to evaluate scents for perfumes or candles, getting up to $100K a year. They're called fragrance evaluators. They're also hand models, like the ones in ads you've seen holding something. One makes millions from their hands alone. These are real jobs people actually live off. The point isn't that you need a wild or rare idea. It's that life rarely unfolds the way we imagine. You don't need to know the ending. You just need to start somewhere stable enough that when opportunity shows up, you're not trapped or exhausted to take it. Sometimes you choose the boring major, like science, because it's easiest for you. Sometimes you tolerate the practical job, and then somewhere along the line, you discover something unexpected. A skill, a craft, a side project, and it becomes your own. Like stumbling across ice sculpting and getting paid millions in luxury places, meeting celebrities for it. Not every path is lovely at first, but some lead somewhere livable, and sometimes that's how you figure life out. Consider the well-known leader Colonel Sanders, who only started KFC at age 65 and had multiple failed businesses prior. If you're still young, your interpretation of this video is probably disappointment, that all I said was to take that job you hate. I assure you, that is not the message. Rather, not everyone is the first pick in the NBA draft, and that doesn't make you less or weird. That's just not the windows that were open to you. Don't compare success by looking at the unlocked windows of another person's life. We judge our lives by peeking into other people's unlocked windows instead of building inside our own. Stability isn't surrender, it's a platform. It's how you stay in the game long enough for opportunity to notice you. That is the true essence, resilience, and never giving up. Anyways, that's all. Thanks for watching. Make sure to comment your favorite sandwich. I call PB&J.